Hello, welcome to my term project for my COP 4703 Advanced Database Systems class. My project is a database application that implements an inventory management system. So what is the application about? The database application that was developed was an inventory management system. The idea came about from an earlier project I had for a class last semester, Introduction to Database Structures. The application is meant to help businesses or companies track their inventory levels, manage their stock, and help streamline the ordering process. This project is an improvement on the earlier project, especially when it comes to data manipulation. Functionality specifications. The project has particular functions that are meant to facilitate how users manage their resources in their companies. Product management. Product management is the ability to modify the number of products in the database. Some product details include the name, description, and price. Inventory tracking. In inventory tracking, users can update the inventory levels as products are received or sold. This can be useful to know when stock levels for a product fall below the reorder point. Order management. Order management can allow users to manage purchase orders. The status of orders can be pending, received, or fulfilled. This can help update inventory levels. Search and filter. Users of the database can search for products using the details described in the product management specification. Finally, user access control. Users must be required to log in to see different types of information. Roles and permissions should be defined to restrict access to certain features. The entity relationship diagram explained. In this slide, we see the ER diagram for the database. In this ER diagram, we have 5 different entities. The entities are product, inventory, user, order, and order detail. These entities have relationships which include stores, purchased, contains, and has access. Each of the primary keys and the respective foreign keys are color-coded to make it easier to distinguish them from the attributes. Some of the attributes include the product ID for the product table, the inventory ID for the inventory table, and so on. We also see that there are single and double lines which represent the total and partial participation between each of the entities. Finally, we also see that there are cardinality relationships between each of the entities. Demonstration of database functions. The following slides will showcase the functionality of the database application using MySQL queries. We will analyze how well the database handles data retrieval and manipulation, and we will also ensure that the functionality specifications and requirements are met. Product management. In this slide, we can see how a user using MySQL uses the insert query to add the Batman Arkham Knight video game to their catalog. Inventory tracking. In this scenario, we can see how a company received 44 new copies of the Fortnite video game. Order management. In this slide, we can see how a customer placed an order for a video game, and now the status for the order is pending. Search and filter. In the search and filter process, we can see how you can search for different video games using filters or just by their names. Before moving on, it is worth noting that user access control was not included in these slides. That is because SQL databases are primarily used for storing or querying data, so displaying an example of user access control would most likely be done at the application level. The Business Intelligence Dashboard. In this slide, we can see a business intelligence dashboard that was produced using Power BI. Multiple graphs show the number of orders for each game in this catalog. We can see a pie chart, a funnel chart, a table, and a bar graph. In this report, we see that the different graphs compare the number of orders of the different video games sold by the company. Using this data, we can see that Call of Duty has the greatest number of orders with 66 orders. Fortnite has the least number of orders with only 9. And overall, the company has a total of 346 video games, and there are over 133 copies ordered at the time of this report. Thank you for listening to my project.